I have not been asleep with any kind of regularity. I'm up way too late, way too often. It's not that I can't sleep, it's that I just won't. My body keeps chasing this like perfect ending to the day that never seems to come, and I'm refusing to let go into the night. So when I started reading Proust, there was a character that shared the same exact similarity. His name is Marcel. He takes his nighttime and he turns it into this like battlefield of control. And so, buried in that obsession of his is something I found in myself. And if you've ever just refused to let go of the day, I bet that's something you would recognize in yourself as well. For Marcel, he needs to know every inch of the room he is sleeping in. He goes on to claim that he hates his room, but he actually loves it. He loves it because he knows it, and every corner, every like shadow, he has fallen in love with the misery of that room. His family notices his misery and they try to help him. They get him this lantern that ends up just brightening up his whole room, makes the walls come alive, the corners, everything. And you would think that this would cheer him up, but actually it ends up like backfiring. He hates that he has lost control of this room he knows so well. This is how Marcel describes how the change in the lantern appearing has transformed his room. But my sorrows were only increased because this change of lighting destroyed, as nothing else could have done, the customary impression I had formed of my room. Now he is making the claim that he misses a room he just described as being the bane of his existence. As you can see, it's not that the room is the one that he's missing. It's more so he's missing the grip he had over the space. The room is one battlefield for Marcel, but he has another one, and this one cuts him even deeper, and it's the kiss. So every single morning when he wakes up, he already starts daydreaming about his goodnight kiss that he gets from his mom. Mind you, he is way too old to be receiving any kind of goodnight kiss from his mom, but yet his mom goes along with it. And what you notice is he has the script down. He knows when his mom's supposed to come up, the sound of her dress swaying as it enters his room, XYZ. And he isn't looking for affection. He just wants the night to follow the script that he has in his head. For Marcel, when he gets this kiss, it doesn't really help him much because the second she comes in and gives him this kiss, she has to leave. And that's when he realizes he cannot freeze time. The misery begins to set in for him. Here's how Marcel describes what happens after his mama kisses him. My sole consolation when I went upstairs was that mama would come in and kiss me after I was in bed. But this goodnight kiss lasted for so short a time. That, for me, was the moment of the keenest sorrow. The kiss, that was not a cure for him. It just made the inevitable deadline come. And when he realized that it's coming for him, the peace he had, whatever little of it he had, it just completely vanished. And he knew that the night had actually set in. When I read this, I stop and I notice the pattern that's occurring. We both are stuck in our heads, and that's why we're not able to sleep. For Marcel, he needs control over his room, his mom's kiss, XYZ. For me, I feel like I need to earn it, and I earn it through having the perfect day, whatever all that entails. All in all, though, it's our ego saying, not yet. I don't know where I acquired this from, but there's this like craving in me that I need the perfect day. Just have the perfect day, and from that, I feel like I deserve a good night's sleep. Majority of the times, though, that's not what ends up happening. Instead, it's this play on shame that occurs. And it's late at night. I start scrambling, trying to do things when my brain is already kind of wired out. Something to feel good about myself. But what ends up happening is I just realize, the night's kind of ruined. It's already pretty late into the night. And I say, tomorrow, that's the day that I'm going to have a perfect day. Here's the irony of all this as well. It's that I am a fantastic sleeper. Most of the time, within 10 minutes, I can be deep asleep, no problem. I have not made the decision to just wind down the night at an appropriate time with any sort of regularity. Once I realize that it's not my body and it's my mind, just like Marcel's, and the way my mind has been tricking me into this loop, something very interesting has been happening more and more recently. I notice this pattern, I call it out, and it's given me enough courage to just call it a night more often. I'm curious, what has your ego been chasing way too late into the night?